With E3 2017 just around the corner, all of our hopes rest with Square Enix to finally bring us something new to drool over. In particular, for the highly anticipated Final Fantasy VII Remake. The last time we got a glimpse of how the remake was shaping up was back in February at the Magic 2017 event, to accompany information on the combat system from director Tetsuya Nomura. And as there hasn't been a new trailer since way back in 2015 at PlayStation Experience, it seems pretty likely that we can expect to see a trailer during Sony's E3 conference, and possibly a gameplay demonstration during Square Enix's own stream. Nomura also said that he wanted to show off footage of how the battle system was shaping up at the Magic conference, but wasn't allowed. So fingers crossed they're keeping that for this much larger event. The last trailer we got showed off footage from the bombing mission, the segment that opened the original game. So it could make sense for them to show us some of the other characters that show up early in the game, like Tifa and Aerith. The only party members we've seen designs for so far are Cloud and Barret, and their remake PlayArts Kai figures are both available now, which makes this the perfect time to introduce the remake designs for some more fan favourites. During the celebrations for the 30th anniversary of Final Fantasy earlier this year, a piece of key art of Cloud and Sephiroth was unveiled, making it the very first look at how Final Fantasy VII's infamous antagonist might appear in the remake. His voice actor, George Newborn, tweeted to confirm that he would be returning to voice Sephiroth. And back in May, Steve Burton, Cloud's voice actor, tweeted that he was flying into LA to do a little voiceover work for Cloud. Both of which make it seem incredibly likely that something involving these two is currently in the works to be shown at E3. A trailer including Tifa, Aerith, and a little shot of Sephiroth would be an ideal way to showcase the work being done on the Final Fantasy VII Remake at E3, and to reassure fans that development of the game is progressing smoothly. It would be very easy for the trailer to pick up where the last one left off, showing more of the gameplay, and a closer look at the combat system pictured in the Magic screenshots, before introducing Tifa in 7th Heaven. The trailer could then end either giving us our first look at Aerith, or to get fans really excited, Cloud in a dress. This would fit very well with the format previously established for Final Fantasy VII Remake trailers, and would fit within the timeline of what will most likely make up the first part of this multi-part remake, while still revealing enough elements to create hype and give new information. What would be really amazing is if they put together a more abstract trailer, a little like the Omen trailer that they produced for Final Fantasy XV, made up of a jumbled mess of Cloud's memories, and then ending with him waking up in the church, with Aerith coming into focus. That would definitely get people excited. It's also about time that we got some music that's been composed specifically for the remake. So far the trailers have all recycled music from Advent Children and Distant Worlds, but a big event like E3 is a great time to unveil some updated versions of iconic tracks, like Opening Bombing Mission. We're also way overdue getting some new information on the remake, so E3 provides a perfect opportunity to include a demonstration of some of the gameplay during the bombing mission, and to give us a proper look at the combat system that we were first shown in those stills back at Magic 2017. For example, they could show off how switching between characters during combat could work, and what function the ATB bar shown in those screenshots has. At present, it looks like a fiscal year 2018 release for the first segment of the remake is most likely, which we can tell from a document that was released showing Square Enix's plans for the next 3 years. And this would be a great announcement for them to make during the conference, along with how the multi-part game will be handled, seeing as we've had very little information concerning that. At the very least, we could be told how long Square Enix are planning to have between releases of segments, or what the first segment would actually consist of. This year, E3 is introducing its new Coliseum, which will give fans a look behind the scenes at some of E3's biggest announcements, a chance to listen to panels discussing games, and first looks at upcoming games. So it would make a lot of sense for the remake to appear at this Coliseum, especially because of the huge cultural impact the original game had, which is one of the key things the Coliseum is focusing on. During the course of E3, it seems likely that we'll get announcements and information on some of Square Enix's other upcoming releases. The event takes place almost exactly a month before Final Fantasy XII's remaster, The Zodiac Age, comes out on July 11th, so we should at least see a trailer or demonstration for it. So far, the release date for the episode Prompto DLC for Final Fantasy XV has not been announced. Other than that, it is due out in June, which might mean that Square Enix is waiting for E3 to update us on this. As Final Fantasy XIV's Stormblood expansion is due soon after E3 on June 20th, we can probably expect it to be shown off at the conference, possibly with playable demos available at Square Enix's booth. And fans of the Kingdom Hearts series will be desperately hoping for an update on KH3. Information on this highly anticipated sequel has been just as sparse as the remake, but Square Enix have now stated their intent to release it within 3 years, the same timeline set for the remake's release. So if Square Enix announce the year they intend to launch the first segment of the remake, we should hear about Kingdom Hearts as well. E3 runs from the 10th to the 15th of June, so with that, please be excited.